meditation, things of that nature. So we're going to start standing. And as always, let's take a few cleansing breaths on your own to breathe in. And then let your mouth open and just let the breath fall out. You're going to take as many of those as you wish on your own. When you're ready, inhale, reach your arms over your head. And with 2 exhales, lower your arms. With 2 exhales, you're going to empty all your breath out. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms come down. And then continue at your pace. And certainly don't think too hard about it. If it feels clunky, it's fine. Here you're warming the body, that's it. You're warming the breath, you're warming the body. And then you lower your arms down. Now you're going to inhale 2 times, arms come out into a T. You'll feel your shoulder blades contracting, and then 2 exhales, your arms will come in front of you, go around your back. Inhale through your nose 2 times. Exhale out your mouth 2 times. And then you're going to continue on your own. Last one. And then your arms will come down along your sides. You're going to start to circle your right arm like your propeller, pretty fast. Little bend in your elbow, adding vigor into your arm, blood flow, warmth. Offer that sensation to be felt through your neck, top of your shoulder, and your upper back. Go the other direction. Then give your arm a shake with it down along your side. Make sure you shake through your wrist and your hand. And the left arm, sweep it up, back, and down like a propeller. Lots of vigor into your arm. Awaken it this morning. You want to add breath, it's inhale as the arm comes up, exhale as it comes down. I always like to give myself just a little bit of a bounce. And then reverse direction. Start to feel warm already. Then give it a shake. And then let your arms come down your sides like empty coat sleeves. Ground through your legs, but be more buoyant in your torso. And you're going to start to just twist your torso from side to side. I always like to lift 1 foot, it's not necessary. And my arms gently massage through my sides, kind of get in there through your liver, kidney. Breathing. No need to hold your breath. It can be raspy. It's actually supposed to be a breath. It's supposed to be pretty labored and raspy, not feeling fluid, because you're getting things out. And then we're going to turn this into a swinging. So you're going to swing your arms to the left, and then you're going to swing your arms to the right. So one side of the body gets long as the other one gets short, and then you switch sides. So think about bringing vitality in. And then you're gonna come down to center, forward fold, little bend in your elbows, and you're gonna start to sway from side to side. You're dangling. There doesn't need to be a lot of effort in your body. Feel that your belly is soft. Perhaps you add the breath. Inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left. A big circle draws you all the way up. And then come back down, soft bend in the knees. Inhale. And exhale. Waking up your body, keep going, and then adjust the shirt. Keep going. You're gonna notice that at some point your back's gonna be done, and that's when you go in the other direction. If you have any like dizziness or low blood pressure in these types of movements, it's always helpful to keep your eyes open. And then your hands are going to rest at your hips as your spine is tall. Pause for just a moment and to feel. You should feel maybe a little lightheaded, tingly, tired, hot. And then you're going to side bend with your hands at your hips over to your left. Keeping your spine tall, you're going to draw your chest down towards the floor. You're going to circle forward, lengthening through the crown of your head over to the right. Now side bending to the right and back up. Inhale, half of the circle. Exhale the other. So instead of adding vigor now through vigorous movement, you're adding vigor in a really big circle. It's a really big range of motion for your torso as your legs are creating that solid foundation. Give yourself a chance to feel. Feel your low back, feel your belly, feel your waist. And you'll feel for when to stop and go in the other direction. Perhaps here you start to explore a little bit of how your body is showing up today, accepting how your energy is showing up today, accepting how your emotions are showing up today. When you're in half of that circle, let your body go into that forward fold again. Your arms will dangle again, and there'll be just a little bounce, maybe a big bounce, whatever feels right for you. Belly is soft, a little bounce to release. Let any pent up energy, tension, holding patterns from taking in all day yesterday. And then you'll start to round up. No need to rush. When you are up, roll your shoulders up, back, and down so you feel the shoulders down far from your ears. And you'll do that a few times. Inhale, your shoulders come up. Exhale, they come down. Add a little bit more vigor now. Inhale up, exhale down. I invite you to go at your pace, but turn up the dial so you do get fatigued, you do get hot, whether that's like a hard breath is very activating, or if it's faster in movement, maybe it's a shake with the arms. exhale, really let go. And be still. If you feel dizzy, open your eyes. And allow yourself to be. There's always an invitation to take care of yourself, to make this practice your own. Choose how you want to be here standing. And then make those adjustments. From the inside, feel your spine. Begin to feel more length. Witness your breath now. Giving your breath, your energy, just what it needs in this moment. Not resisting what is. Not pushing away. But to allow. Be with what your body needs today. And make a commitment to move towards your palms will come together in Anjalina Mudra. Once you're there, create even more length in the back of your skull. There's a slight tightening of the glottis. Inhale into your nose, into your body here. Exhale out your mouth as your arms stretch high over the sky. Feel the opening in the front of your body. Inhale, your chin comes to chest. It even tucks down a bit as your hands come back to heart center. Feel that slight constriction in your throat. And then open the constriction as your arms stretch high. And you feel that opening in your body this morning. And continue with your breath. Over time, to balance your inside with what's happening this morning on the outside. Be with the contraction and the holding in, and be with the stretch of your throat, the arms, the chest, with the opening and the journey in between. Next time your arms overhead, pause for a moment. And hinge at your hips, reach your arms out to the sides. Lead from your heart as your hands touch the earth. Excuse me. Pause when you feel just enough lengthening in the back of your body. Decide there needs to be some subtle movement here, or for grounding or holding. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth as your belly softens. Walk your hands forward to the top of your mat, holding your feet just as they are. Your hips will stay high. Your body is in that upside down V. Maybe it's fist into the hands with straight wrist, or maybe it's fingers spread quite wide. Feeling the soft tissue. Feel the soft tissue between your pointer finger and thumb. And how that hugs muscle to bone in your arms, and you feel that strength in your arms. You feel the effort. Your shoulders roll away from your ears, but your upper back hugs in to give you more of that support. And you stretch your hips high. With a soft bend in your knees to start with, you'll lift your right leg up when you inhale, and you'll come back down on the exhale. And of course, the left side, you'll inhale, you'll lift the left leg. And exhale, you lower the left leg. Know what informs how high you go, the pace. Know what's informing how high you go, the pace, if you do something different. Next for you, turn up the heat. Is it the breath, the pace, the height? Getting trapped in the mind is labeling it good or bad, hard or easy. Just give yourself the sensation. And both feet ground. Take a moment to lift high with the toes to stretch your arches of your feet. And then send your heels back, 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 and down. And then softly come to your knees. Position your knees somewhere hip width apart, maybe wider, maybe closer. Bring your hands right under your shoulders. Inhaling, sweep your arms, right arm up to the sky. Let your gaze follow if that's available. And then exhale, thread your right arm through your left. And keep reaching your right arm underneath you to make it as long as you can. And when your arm is as long as you can, then anchor it down like cement, and then gently traction it back, using the opposite arm as a lever. So back up? No. And where you bring the movement in is maybe your breath. Maybe it's closing the eyes and feeling inside, and drawing the breath to where you'd like it to be. The warming of the body, the awakening of the body happens with your breath here and now. And then you press up slowly back to hands and knees. And then bring your hands slightly in front of your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. And notice the soft gaze down. Feeling what's emerging now. And with that awareness, begin to shift your whole body forward until your shoulders go over your wrist. And you feel and engaging happening in your low belly and your low back. And then as your breath leaves your body, start to stretch your hips back towards your heels until you feel that right amount of stretch opening for you. Pause and settle in. Just touch it. And then when you start to breathe in again, shift your weight forward again, giving yourself just enough. Touch it, feel just enough, and then slowly shift your weight back again. What are you feeling in your body? Making adjustments to align it with what you need. Take a moment to settle here, forehead to the earth. To connect to the earth. That is something outside of you, but something to be received. And you'll press down through the forehead, right in between the eyebrows. And you'll start to roll your head from side to side. The effort is in the rooting down of your forehead. Experiencing a softness in your forehead and eye sockets, a softness in your jaw and cheeks. You're still breathing. Not too much effort. The breath is just moving, noticing if it's warm or cool or strong or very quiet. And then you're going to come to center, press down. And then give yourself a little bit of traction even here. And draw your shoulders back just a bit to feel them moving away from your ears. And you'll feel an activation, a hugging in of your shoulder sockets. They're going to stay in, plugged in. And using the strength of your arms, you're going to roll your head forward to have now that same pressure move through Ajna chakra, through the seventh chakra, through the top of the head. Roll forward. Shoulders still stay plugged in and down as you roll back and forth. Now add the breath more. So when you roll forward, there is a breath in. You're taking that energy up. And it's no problem. You don't hold on to it. You don't hold on to the breath. You just let it go. And when you roll the head back down, feel the belly compress as you release the breath. So yoga teaches something called Pranayama, which just means to control or navigate your prana, your energy. Not too hard, it's really not. Just feeling your prana where you don't feel it, where you do feel it, where it feels stagnant inside, and meeting it where it's at. To support it. And these last two, when you breathe out, let your mouth open and let it go. Maybe you know what you're letting go, kind of energy you've been taking in, holding. Maybe you don't, and it's okay. Last one. Use the strength of your arms to press back up into table, to situate the knees slightly behind the hips at the right distance for you here and now. Your hands beneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide. And pause for a moment and ground. And it's in this grounding that you receive support, that you're not alone. Take as much prana as you like now as, I think it's our left arm, right? Am I right? Stretches up and overhead. Right? Mm-hmm. Feel that left side opening. Take in that deep breath. And then when you exhale, thread it through. Move to thread your left arm underneath you as far as you can. Just reaching. And then once your arm is elongated as far as you can, plug your left socket back in and push down to feel like you're tractioning. And the right arm is bent, elbow pointing up. And that's like a lever. And when you find the edge, the place that is most beneficial for you in the body, you breathe into it. Notice your breath now. And coming out is even an offering, inhaling, pressing up and then out and down into table. Your knees open wider now, maybe wide as the mat or maybe even wider. Take a minute to explore that and then start to shift your hips back. And if you find that your knees are too close together or they're too far apart, make an adjustment. And then start to settle your chest, settle your forehead. What I'd like to offer you here is to feel the sensation in your underarms. Release the elongation. And in the front of your chest. So make any mild adjustments that you're able to feel and experience. Welcome what is here. Do not resist or push away. Walk your hands up. Back to a seat, comfortable seat. Lowering your eyelids. Feel this very simple seat in your body now. And start to press through your sit bones. Bony part of your sit bones, or in the back part of your hips. Can you press down without gripping? And then draw your shoulders right over your hips and your ears right over your shoulders, lifting your spine. Feel this now. And draw your left ear towards your left shoulder. As far as you can, and then pause. Feel the range of motion on the right side, that length, and drop the right shoulder down a little bit more. What's happening with your jaw and the muscles of your face here? Notice if you tend to go into pattern or do you tend to experience something new. Just notice with no judging. In time, roll your head down until your chin comes to your chest. You'll experience still that sensation of your shoulders stacked over your hips. Here from the inside of your body, notice resisting, softening, opening. Notice your breath. To roll your head over to your right. Your right ear comes to your right shoulder. Pause when you get to the maximum sensation. Soften through your jaw. And decide if you're going to roll from side to side, around. Enter into the inquiry today, not what you did yesterday or what you would have done last week, but how are you going to move your head and neck today? The letting go with your movement, the letting go with your breath. And pausing. Switch the cross of your legs. Take a breath into your body and stretch your arms over your head. Feel the length and the strength. Breathe in. Side bend, breathe out to the right. Your left arm reaches overhead. And arc over, pressing through the left sit bone. And when you get to the most sensation for your body, you touch it, and then let's come back up. Arms overhead. Exhale, side bend to your left hand comes down. Root through your right sit bone, arc as far as you can. When you touch the most sensation, slowly come right back up. And move side to side, having a very casual relationship with the most sensation in your body. Show yourself more about not giving yourself enough or always having to give too much. And what is the direct experience of just enough, just casual? And as you side bend over to your left, and you find that maximum sensation hold, try to limit the inner dialogue of this is good or this is bad. Just notice the qualities that happen inside when you're giving yourself a lot. You're pushing yourself into a lot of sensation. And then you're going to round your back. Your chest is going to come down to the earth, and you'll feel this in a different part of your body. And then make little micro adjustments to feel it just where you want to. And then your chest is going to come down closer to your thigh. Your arm is going to sweep down to the ground. Your whole torso is going to sweep around to the other side as your right hand now is to the ground, and you're arcing over to the right with your left arm overhead. You're going to find that maximum sensation. There's effort. And notice how you're with effort. Offering, your chest comes down towards your right thigh and you'll round in your back. Your navel hugs to spine. Pause and notice where you feel, making little adjustments to where you want to feel. And your arm will sweep in front of your body. Torso comes down, and now you're on the side bend again on the left. You'll breathe in to feel that maximum sensation. You'll breathe out as your arm comes down. Chest points towards the earth. You'll sweep around. You'll feel that little massage in your belly. And then you'll start to make this your own. This is your practice. This is your moving your body. So you can live in that balance. So you can live in the vitality of your truth. And so you move the way that your body really needs to right now. And even notice at times when you do just go into pattern versus meeting your body where it's at right now. And find a place to be with. Somewhere in between. From the inside, feel this moment now. And bring the bottoms of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. Your legs are bent, your knees are out wide. And close your eyes and feel your hips. And then feel your inner thighs. Giving yourself some length to give yourself space. And then as you exhale, empty from your belly and start to fold in. You keep moving until you feel that maximum sensation. Just touch it, no forcing, and then rise back up as you inhale. And then exhale, fold in again. What I'm offering here for you is to feel a flow. We are in a flow all the time. And there's not one part of the flow that is more important. In fact, it's usually the part of the flow that you pay the least attention to that you need the most. And then show yourself about your flow. It's not something you've ever seen from the outside. The movement of your body with your breath. Find a place with your spine upright to pause. Please interlace your fingers together and bring your knuckles under your chin and your elbows bent out to your sides. Notice if there's resistance in the body. See if there's some softening. And take a breath in here into your body through your nose. And then you're going to bring your knees up as high as you wish and your elbows down to touch and your palms to touch. And you're going to push your knuckles into your chin and you're going to lift your chin and you're going to breathe that breath out your mouth. And your tongue comes out the very end to let every bit of breath out. Now the inhale, your knees come down, your elbows open back out, and you feel the space. Exhale. Inhale, knees open wide, elbows open wide, space, breathe it all in and then let it out. Feel your throat chakra taking in and then stretching and letting it all out. So deep in behind your heart, like deep, deep in the glottis, let that out. The places we keep deep, hidden, tucked away, dark, musty. That's one. Lower your arms, straighten your legs forward and extend them out. Flex your feet, move the flesh away from your sit bones, stretch your right leg long, then your left leg long, spread your toes, and just take a moment to press your hands on your thighs and to feel your thighs. Feel that sensation of grounding through the back of your sit bones. And then from there, close your eyes and feel that support moving up your spine, the lift from the crown of your head. And then you'll exhale and you'll start to walk your hands down your leg, down your shins, until you find the place that is just enough for you here. So just enough as a place that your body is receiving space, stretching, but your breath is working with your body, not against. So anytime you find your breath working against, you're not quite in the right space for your body. You're moving more into a pattern than what's true right now. And start to slowly draw yourself up. There's no need to open your eyes. Just stay connected inside. Pause to feel your body now, how you want to be in your body now. And you'll take the time to make your way down onto your back, lying down on your mat. And if you feel anything that doesn't feel quite right when you get there, adjust or use props. Use supportive tools. And you'll hug your right knee into your chest. Feel what's informing your body now. And slow, you'll hold on to your right knee with your right hand and you'll open your knee out to the side. And then you'll bring it to center slow and eventually crossing the midline of your body. Moving back and forth, being in the inquiry. The moment that we bring absolutes to our lives, we've placed ourselves in a box, we've become trapped. But the more that you can be in the curiosity of your life, the more that you're setting yourself free and the more space you have. And you'll decide how much you'll bring your leg across your body. And you'll hold on to your knee with your left hand now. Your right arm will come out to the side. So also feel some sensation through the front of your shoulder, your chest, collarbone, as well as your side and belly. And you don't have to press the breath forcefully. but just receive it here as an internal massage. And then your knee will come into chest. Just help support your low back. And then you'll slowly come back to your back. Decide if there'll be some moving or stretching before you extend the leg long to meet your left leg. Feel the two now. Hand to your belly. Maybe even to your lower belly. And notice if you're holding in, you're able to soften. And to any amount, begin to receive. Receive energy into your belly. That place that you manifest from. You manifest not from doing externally. Such an entrapment. But we manifest from the deep nurturing of being able to take in and receive. Through our bellies, our wombs. The feminine energy to balance the masculine doing. And any time that you create something out of the masculine without balancing the receiving of the feminine, it will lead to depletion. So breathe now from your low belly, let that breath travel up. And then exhale from the top back down to the bottom, letting the belly hollow out. The emphasis is in the belly. So that you can take in unabashedly, and you're not holding in, there's no hardness of the belly, just let it go. Somewhere deep inside you are worthy. There's acceptance to be able to take in to that place of sacredness of your womb. You take in as much as you'd like. And then there's a slow letting it all leave you to share with you, to share externally with all those who need it. And now feel a compression in your belly, an intentional one that fits you as you bring your left knee into your chest. The compression is a release. It should feel like a letting go, a release. If it doesn't, start to explore different ways to offer that sensation. And same thing with the space and the fluid of your flow and breath. You'll start to hold your knee with your right hand, and you'll move your knee out to the side, to the center, and across your body. pain or harshness. Maybe you continue here. Maybe you now draw into a twist. A twist unformed from your body. Letting your left arm come out. Maybe your head even rolls to the left, but your eyes are closed. You feel that stretch not only in the side, the back, but also in the front of your shoulder. Feel the sensation in the front of your chest. Softness. There's no rush. It's all okay. What are we rushing for anyways? And you will come back to center. And I encourage you to bring some additional moving to your body. Movement that feels good. Movement, a breath that brings you closest to the natural way of how your body wants to feel. I mean, full of life force, full of life force, full of energy, prana. You're gonna roll up. And you're gonna take an opening seat, a seat that allows your spine to have the length that you've been giving it, your hips to have the opening. Communicate to your whole body, your spirit, that it's about to receive even more. And you'll take your right thumb and you'll close your right nostril. Here we're going to breathe into Indala, which is a calming and a cooling breath that helps your body to receive nourishment first. So when you're ready, breathe into your left nostril. With your ring finger, close your left nostril, and you're going to, with sharp breaths, to let go, to detoxify. You're going to breathe all of that breath out your left, like so. For me, it's about 5, and then I need to take a breath in again, and you'll breathe in through your right, and that's warming and activating. You'll close your right as soon as you're as full as you can get. You'll open your left nostril, and you'll take those breaths out until it's all gone, and then you'll breathe in through your left. When it's full, you're as full as you can get, you'll close your left nostril, and you'll breathe out your right, and you'll continue on your own. Keep going. Pass some tissues around. If you want to, let yourself breathe forceful as you're breathing out, just to get out any last bit of, excuse me, coughing and congestion is all really normal. time, you'll breathe in through both of the nostrils and you'll hold the breath. You'll roll the gaze up. You let it out whenever you need to. And feel free to just sit here and feel. So to bring cooling and to bring about absorption and the feminine energy, we're going to breathe in through the left nostril, closing the right. You're going to close both nostrils. You'll roll the gaze up right between your third eye, and you'll breathe your breath out through the right nostril. And then you'll do that again. So we'll do the first one together. You'll breathe in through the left. Plug both nostrils, hold your breath, roll the gaze up. And unplug right and breathe it out right. Plug your right, breathe in left. Plug both, hold your breath, roll the gaze. And breathe out left. Or right, I'm sorry, right. Plug, breathe in left. Plug both nostrils and hold the breath as the gaze rolls up. And breathe out right. Breathe in left. Retain the breath, roll the gaze. And breathe out right. Now, feel for yourself, keep going. Take a break if you need to, but you'll know how long to retain, how much breath you want to let go of. For 10 more rounds on your own. And then you'll breathe through both nostrils and you'll hold that. Let it go. Be with. Allow. without resisting or pushing away. Notice the feeling of your heart space now. The flow, letting it go in and out when it needs to, but notice your emotion in your heart. Allow. I'm fixing it. Whether you know or not know, observe from the inside out when you say yes to what's happening inside. Feel what happens when you allow acceptance, maybe love. Softness inside, softness of your breath. Let judgment feel how much truth is happening right now for you. How are you going to be with what is true about your life right now? It serves you, bring your hands to your heart center in Anjalina Mudra. The meaning of the mudra is, I vow to the divine that which is in me, that which is in all things. It's very connecting. And also can feel very disconnecting if that's the truth. Take a breath into your body, into your heart. Let it go. And I honor this divine energy that is in all of us here today, those on live stream. Feel it all. I bow to that which is outside of us. I humbly acknowledge it all and bow to it all. I thank you for coming and choosing me as your teacher, for practicing with me. to be with on this Tuesday morning. Namaste. Namaste. We got a little over time, but I should probably just make this a 90-minute class. I pretty much do it every time. But give me a moment. Because I'm in body too, where the words don't come very good. We do so many so the viewpoint in the Indian culture is yoga is science. A science that leads to the innermost truth, Purusha, consciousness. I think they're all speaking about the same thing, it's just different language. It's a very empowering map of how we can have empowerment, agency, to embrace our own neurodiversity, that there isn't one way of being, there isn't one mind. Our brains are just as diverse as we are culturally and racially. And so to be with and to embrace our uniqueness and to no longer seek for the answers externally outside of ourselves, but to start to know how to meet truth and seek what we need from the inside. One experience that we did explore today that I want to bring awareness to was we did a lot of variations of alternate nostril breathing. The yogis knew through experience, as we know through science, the difference between the right brain and the left brain and what that does in circuits to the whole body. So they've been doing, for 10,000s of years, they've been doing breathing in the different nostrils because the breathing moves up through obviously the nasal passages, but also that works with a lot of the cranial nerves to bring that oxygenated breath into different parts of the brain via the nose. Really interesting. I mean, I've studied in and out the nervous system. So yoga calls it Indala and Pingala. That's the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. So, you know, they knew through experience because they felt it inside, not having to learn systems of the outside to figure these things out. So, for example, we did Indala to start with. That is the parasympathetic. So the qualities of the parasympathetic, but I'm going to use yoga verbiage, is it's cooling. So it's utilized if someone needs to cool their body, like if digestion is getting too fiery, too much nerves here, fiery, too activated, and like you're not getting the nourishment from your food or pleasure in life, or you're not able to take in prana. So it would be, they call it cooling. And it's slowing down. So everything is intertwined with all those circuits that are slowing down. So in times that you need a little bit more, it can slow down to be able to take in. And it's all been proved through neuroscience. So it is through the left nostril, the left side of the brain. So that's Indala. And so that's where we were closing off the right. We prepped first. And you can't ever do these things wrong. That's the interesting thing. Like the more and more you practice interoceptive embodiment, like you feel you can make changes. You can't do them wrong. It's just no worries. But that's taking him through the right. And then you have Pingala, which is the masculine. We need both. Masculine is like warming, activating. So it's, and that's, we want that activating energy to release all of the holding patterns, the holding in that we've been doing. So I just wanted to bring that about, that it is effective, it works. So you can be the master. This is engineered, and you need to understand you're not a slave to your neurobiology. You're not a slave to your external circumstances. That your body is engineered to handle anything, but you have to be the conductor. You have to be the conductor of it. And so start to conducting. It's great to like come to a yoga class and things of that nature, but you know, Indians, they teach their kids, you know, these things. It's just part of their culture. It's part of their life. And so it's not going to work if you don't do it every day. I think that's all I'll say. Do you guys have any questions before we officially end class? Good to see you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be doing this for the next 3 weeks too. More and more. I mean, they're called techniques, but